सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तते। सृष्टि स्थिति विनाशानं शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणमये गुणमयाये नारायणी नमस्तते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणाय परायणे सर्वस्वर्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते Om. Well, this morning I bring you to this temple, this mandir. How beautiful mandir it is. A mandir that has no walls and have no ceiling. A mandir that you feel the sense of freedom, total freedom. And a mandir that will lead you higher. Namaste ji. The mandir is going to lead you higher and higher into greater planes, to the liberation. You know, there's a time of Mother Durga. And when we pray to her with that devotion and faith, guess what happens? We break the bonds of our suffering. We break the bonds of our entanglement in this world. That all these great incarnations like the Buddha, Swami Parameshananda ji, the Christ, Mother Durga, Lord Shiva, Krishna Bhagwan, when they come, this is the ultimate message to snap us out of this sansar that we're living in. The cycle of birth and death. And you know, we're entangled in it to a certain point that confusion comes on a daily basis, in the night and the day. But we have to break those bonds. And this is the time to worship the Mother. Because even the gods and goddesses, they have this weakness of human jealousy. This weakness of wanting power, to be in control. This weakness about, this is because only the gods like Mother Durga and Swami Parameshananda ji, they have gone beyond that because they are the manifestation of consciousness. They are the efficient cause and the material cause. From them, that efficient cause, that consciousness, the universe came into existence. Oh, what a magnificent universe. Can you imagine that God created, just in our solar system, that God created the sun, and He designed it that the sun is going to give light to us. The sun is going to keep us in orbit. Mother Earth and the other planets, the Navgrahas in our Hindu system, and they're going to give us that. The sun is going to give us. So what a design. Look at our body, how it's made so powerful, isn't it? Well, anyway, this morning I'm so charged up because I can remember going to Banaras for Durga Puja in the October celebration. Now it's the spring celebration. We go there, and we will be parading the Mother, bringing her out from one of this temple where she's being made, and on the side of her is her two sons and two daughters, which is symbolic of all the four classes of people that we have. Because on one side there will be Ganeshji. Ganeshji is the one that is for the general people. Protection, remove our obstacles. And then Saraswati Ma to give us the knowledge. So so that pretty much we can say to the Brahmins. Well, who is a Brahmin? A Brahmin who has lifted himself up and he understands the working of the universe. The Brahmin is the one who teaches, but not teaching merely from the books, but he has to teach from his experience in combination with the books. And then we talk about Kartikeya. He's the ones for defense in the country and external defense, the army, the navy, and so on. And then we talk about let's see, Kartikeya. So we got him, Saraswati. We got him all there. And Lakshmi Ma to give us the wealth, and also the the necessities that we need to go in our journey towards moksha. Because we are human beings, we have needs. We need a home, we need food, basic needs. We need a good education, not just academic, but religious and spiritual education. Because if we don't have that right balance, and if we spend our lives trying to accumulate and don't have that balance, then what happened? In the long run, we wouldn't be getting together. So that's why in these days, I was went to and did a puja for a young lady. She's pregnant. And, the teaching starts from the child is in the womb. And why? Because, we've seen what Narad Muni did with Prahalad when he was in his mother's womb. And Prahalad came to be that powerful child that we all learn to worship in our Hindu system, because it tells us how great it is that the power of the mother and the child will learn from the mother's womb. That's why it's so important to infuse that vibration into that child. Anyway, this is how we need all that necessity and to go through life. But we should be contented. We should, at some point in time, we have to say, oh, this is enough. And we transition from one stage of our life, from brahmacharyam, learning, grihasti, family life, vanprastha, semi-retirement, and sannyas, full retirement, detachment, and all we thinking about God. Why? Because that's necessary. This is the 4 stages of our life. So let us all have that in mind when we go through life. And when weaknesses come into us, when we have addiction to alcoholism, and we have addiction to hardcore drugs, we have addiction to enjoyment and not looking at the other side of life, then that's when we get into trouble. So this morning, it's a beautiful morning. I want to say that we're worshiping Mother Durga, and here is Lord Shiva Lingam, and Shiva is he sits there in meditation all the time, and we meditate on him because he can radiate that power to help us transition from this mundane life to spiritual life. In Guyana ashram, it's so beautiful that a group of us, we're trying to work with the Swamiji in Guyana, and we want to bring that ashram because it's the storehouse of spirituality brought by Swami Parameshananda ji, because he was a direct disciple of Swami Parameshananda ji. In the early 50s he came, and then Swami Vidyanand took over the reins. These are the spiritual masters. The other Swamijis, they inherited this here. I can remember the America SEVASHRAM saying, working early with Swami Vidyananda ji. His power was so good. And then we would build that ashram. That was my first ashram I joined in New York. And we would work in that ashram. We brought it up to a state. So we have monks who create and monks that inherit, and they sustain what was created. That is like the Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Brahma created, Vishnu Bhagwan sustained, and Lord Shiva is destroying all the evil forces in us. So we worshiping this morning. Let us do a prayer. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Bole Namah Shivaya. Vishveshwarai Shiva Vishveshwarai. Hara Hara Bole Namah Shivaya. Vishveshwarai Shiva Vishveshwarai. Hara Hara Bole Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Bole Namah Shivaya. When I do this prayer, it takes me back to who really I am and who we really are. Don't you feel that way? That it brings us back to our true self, that we are the gods and goddesses. Nay, we are the God without a name and a form, and that God without name and form is existing in us, but is overpowered by the illusion that that this consciousness has created. The illusion of creation, that's the illusion that we have to come out of, our body, mind, intellect, and ego. Because when we come out of that, then we'll be saying, wow, am I really that powerful? This possibility, I've explored it. I've gone inside, and all the experiences that I have from the outside, it's inside of me as awareness. And throughout this life and the previous life, those awareness are inside of me. I've expanded inside, and I've gone beyond and beyond, and now I'm heading towards there's infinity, where you can't go any further. And when you can't go any further, we call that perfection. We call that God realization. We call that going to the state of consciousness. And devotees, this is what Mother Durga is all about. She manifests herself out of her own free will from that consciousness and came and destroyed that Mahishasura. Where is that Mahishasura? Is inside of us. That Abhiman that is inside of us. That ego that tells us, oh, I am what I have. I am what I do. I am my reputation. I am different from you. Things are missing in my life. I'm not contented. And oh, the most grateful, the most powerful thing, the most illusionary thing is that it says, my ego tells me, I am separated from consciousness. This is the illusion that we have to break, and Mother Durga is the one going to do it. Let us contemplate her life, the sojourn that she had in that form of the mother, that beautiful mother. Let us worship as such. And the best way to worship the mother, do meditation on the mother. And let us chant some mantra, Guru mantra. Om Sri Guru Durgaye Namah. 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 Om Sri Durgaye Namah. Let us pay adoration to the sun. How symbolic it is. This is the a good demonstration of what Maya is all about, what illusion is all about. Here, the sun is there. Sun is never not there. We can say the sunrise. No, we are spinning. Mother Earth is spinning. And the sun is one stationary place. What an illusion. We say the sun is rising. Oh, and the sun is not coming out yet. The sun is there. It's just that the clouds are blocking us. That the clouds here this morning is like the illusion of the life. Let us break those, go beyond these clouds. Like if you're on a plane, you go beyond these clouds and the sun will be there. Let us go like the plane. Our plane should be that we go beyond the illusion. We go beyond this identification with the body, mind, intellect, and ego. And then we'll be breaking the bonds of suffering. This morning, I'm so energetic. I'm so with the Guru, blessings of Guru. And a solid yoga, which is necessary. Yoga, asanas, where we stimulate all the chakras, the energy centers, and then moving up. And then you exit these energy centers, exit at the top of the head, goes into earth atmosphere and floods it, and then goes into all of creation, space, and then it goes beyond space. And this is what we are capable of doing. Devotees, let us not be contented with living within our small little mind and our small undeveloped intellect and buddhi. Let us go beyond. This morning I send you blessings of Swami Parameshananda ji, who also at one point in time he challenged the murti of Mother Durga in Bajitpur, and then the mother out of the murti she came out and she would have went to his being. So in the being of Swami Parameshananda ji is Mother Durga. And let us pay adorations to the Guru. Jnana Moolam Guru Murti, Puja Moolam Guru Param, Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa Om. Bolo Sisi Guru Maharaj ki jai. Bolo Sisi Shankar Bhagwan ki jai. Ma Durga ki jai. Well, have a beautiful day. It's such a nice day to be with you. So many of us, I see you are there. And I send blessings on behalf of Swami Parameshananda and all the great spiritual and master incarnation, the Christ, the Buddha, Lord Shiva, Krishna Bhagwan, Mother Durga, Swami Parameshananda. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om.